Hello everyone, welcome to my third video. In this video, what are we going to do? The answer is we are going to look at chess rules and regulation and also few moves in chess which we need to do in a game for better play. So the first and important rule is to castle. So castle develops your and also protects your king. So for castle, first we need to get rid of or move away our bishop and our knight because castle only can happen when there is no other pieces interfering. But some people doesn't know one thing. You can also castle in the king's side. The rules applies the same except the um, rook moves three times. So I'll just clear the board. So so the king and the rook and the rook. Oh yeah. Sorry, my bad. So this is the chessboard we're going to have for castling. So in this game, there are two options. You can castle in the queen side or in the king side. So the first option is, so while castling in the king side, we have to move we have to move two times to the right. No, we have to move the rook two squares to the right. I said, wait, I'll just go back if you want. One, two. And the rook needs also need to move to two squares, one and two. But this rule applies to the king side. But let's go to the queen side. Wait, sorry. Um, Now in the queen side, the rules applies the same, except that the king the king moves two times, but the rook moves one, two, three times. So this is an exception for the queen side. And also now we're going to look at few rules we need to remember and keep in mind while playing this. Because if you ever go to the tournament, you will know there are illegal moves and warnings. So to avoid that, we are learning this. First, when we move our king anywhere in the board once or more than once or any time, we can't castle back. So it's like when you move it, you can't castle. And the same applies to the rook. If you move the rook, we can't castle. But for rook, there are two rooks. But for king, there's only one king. So always remember to never move your king unless it's a necessary. Like for example, you have to capture the queen, then you can move it. But in the other case, I'm really recommending not to move the rook. It's the king. And now also in a few videos, I have mentioned to you guys double pawn is a weakness. The reason is, I'll remove this. This one, um, wait, I'll take a black pawn over here. Yeah, if in this situation, you need to do, Black always does this because it will always want you guys to do a double pawn. What is a double pawn? Double pawn is when two pawns stay in the same area like this. It is the same row or column. And why am I telling this is bad? The reason this is bad is first, it can't defend each other like the 2 points and the straight way, and it can't. And secondly, in if this was the position, it can't like for example, if there is black bishop pointing on g2, then if there's no piece which is able to protect this pawn, then the pawn has to like the pawn it'll get a free pawn because number one, it can't move away, and second, it can't defend. Like in this scenario, it can't, right? Maybe in this scenario, it can't. So and then it can't move away either. So the bishop will capture it and win by a pawn. So that is it for today. These are the two rules, and I'm gonna make more video about rules of chess. Do see them, and if you're a beginner, I'll make a video on how to like move the pieces of chess. And bye. See you in the next video.